Good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever you are in the world. My name is Chris Whelan. I'm a director at the Wellington Center of Business Excellence, building better businesses. If you're a business owner that had a plan in the past that worked for you, perhaps, but economic conditions have changed, the market conditions have changed, and right now you're sitting and you're feeling a little bit uncertain about whether that plan, that strategy is going to work for you today, whether it's going to work into the future, then you need to have a listen to this. What I'm seeing a lot of is that people are scared, they're concerned, they're not sure where the next 18 months is going to. And what that means is that they're left with worry that the plan that they had, which has worked for them in many cases, isn't going to work in the future. So they don't have a clear plan of action. It's not agile, it's not flexible. They worry that they might be on the wrong track and they don't know how to react. A little bit, unfortunately, a few people I've seen are a little bit like deer in the headlights, waiting for the truck to run down at them. If that's you, listen on. Give you a quick story. Been working with someone for the last probably 3 or 4 years. They absolutely have had a plan that's been working for them fantastically. Their marketing's been working, their lead generation, their conversion's been working, their profitability's been high, the team has been okay, it's not been bad. And all of that has been going in the right direction. But what we've seen over the last probably 6, 7, 8 months is that the leads have been trending down. From the initial contact with the prospect through to a sale has been getting longer and longer. And there's clearly been a change in their space, in the economic conditions. If you're in New Zealand watching this, you would know that the government changed in October. That's been brought about a lot of different thinking. And this particular person that I'm referring to is now sitting thinking, hang on, I don't think the plan I don't think the plan I've still got is going to take me forward. And that's been a concern to them. So we've had to adjust that. We've had to make sure that, as I say, their marketing, their business development, their sales, even their team structure looks different. I want to talk to you about how you can do that. The first thing, and it's absolutely critical, don't be afraid of change. If you're concerned that things haven't been working or that the plan you've got is old, the strategy you've got is old, and you're not certain whether it's going to go forward well, then first thing is you have to change. You can't keep put your head down in the sand and pretend that everything's going to get better. That just doesn't work. It's a recipe for disaster. So when you're uncertain, when you're unclear, you're not sure if the strategy is working, make sure you embrace change. Don't hide from it. And that means you might want to look at different products or services. You might want to look at non-traditional products or services for you. You might want to look around and say, right, in the particular geography that I'm operating in, I'm living in Wellington, you might want to say, are there other areas that I could look at? Are there other services, other products? Are there adjacent things that I'm doing? So if you're a plumber, for example, could you do gas fitting? Could you do drain laying? The two tend to go quite well together. There's lots of things that you can do like that. So look around and say, right, what can I do differently? What's non-traditional for me? And maybe I need to embrace that, right? So that's the first point, look at changing. The second thing is never waste a good crisis. We've all heard that saying before. And in this case, take out the deadwood out of your business, right? You might want to be looking at it and saying, look, not sure where we are going, not sure what the next 12 to 18 months hold. What do I need to do to streamline my business? It might be looking at different processes. It might be saying there are people in the team that are not productive. And unfortunately, sometimes that does happen, right? I've certainly seen a situation a few times where the person looks at it and says, hang on, this one individual, two individuals are poisoning the well. They, if you like, bad apples. I don't mean that they're bad people, but they just don't fit properly in the team. Use the opportunity now to get rid of the deadwood. Take it out, because doing that now, you have a good reason to do it. Be open, be honest. Don't never, ever do things, just off the top of your head, just spur of the moment. Be open, honest, have a constructive conversation, but take out the deadwood. Make sure that your business is stronger, that you're building the muscle now for the future. Well, that's the second thing. The third thing is, and make sure whatever you do, don't stop marketing, don't stop selling. It's the old adage, you might have heard it before. If you wink at someone in the dark, you're doing it, but they don't. So if you don't do your marketing, you don't do your brand building now, people don't know you exist, and pretty soon you don't. If you can, I would even go one step further than that and say, not just maintain what you're doing, but increase it. Because what I've seen, what I know, is that people that react well in a crisis, and they get out there, they're building their marketing, they're building their brand, when the crisis is over, they're even stronger than they were before. So make sure that you don't hunker down. Make sure you actually get out there. Make sure you don't stop communicating. That you need to communicate with your employees internally, with your support team around you, and of course with your prospects and clients as well. The fourth thing, and you can probably pick it up from what I've said so far, is be positive, right? There's no reason to, the fact that your plan might need to change, your strategy might need to change, doesn't mean that your whole attitude, your whole mind space needs to change. It doesn't mean you have to become negative. At least that's what I mean. So what do you get out of this if you do it well? You get clarity, right? Firstly, you know exactly where you're going and you know how to get there. So it's not just a question, I want to go from A to B. So when I go from A to B, and I have the plan, which is an agile, responsive plan, and I've got help around me, so I can do it. So you've got clarity, you've got certainty, you're not a deer in the headlights, right? That means that your marketing grows, your revenue grows, and you come out of the uncertainty with a refreshed state of mind. I think that for me is really important. And so you can then know where to go and know how to adjust. If any of this resonates with you, I would be absolutely thrilled to offer you a complimentary discovery call, what I call a discovery call. It's totally not a sales call. It's about looking at your business and seeing what are the three, I'll show you what are the three big areas. Time typically is a big issue. Teams, how to be more productive, and how to make more money. So look at those three areas, time, team, and money, and we'll understand your business better. Right? You can hop onto my Calendly link, book a time in my diary. It's, as I say, not a sales call. It's totally complimentary. There's no obligation. I'll be thrilled to offer it to you. And if you do that, we can then see how this can apply in your business and make sure that your plan is fit for now and fit for the future. Have a wonderful day.